Good morning. How are you? I'm good. Let's do coffee and a card. It is exactly 10 a.m. A late Saturday morning. Let's do a sound clearing with my mother, Oshun's bell. In 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Let's do coffee. Ooh. I'm indulgent. What about you? Are you going to indulge in your favorite pleasures this weekend? What's everyone have planned? Tell me in the comments. Death. Scorpio energy. Let's read it. This is long. Let's get the overall meaning, and I'll see if I want to get the history. It's very interesting. The art is interesting. It's intricate for this being pointillism. The Druidic influence is so amazing to me. Look at this. I just need to know, what does all this mean? Oh, my goodness. So the Death card is an important point of self-realization. It raises the question of whether to hang on to something not worth having. Just take some space in your awareness, darling. The symbol of the rising sun in the card is a reminder that something is both finished and about to begin all over again. The skeletal specter of death arrives by boat, wrapped in the mysterious cloak of Mananan. The dead are conveyed back to the land of youth by a sea god who changes his appearance with his magic cloak to create the grim aspect of death. There's too much tension. Something's gotta go. This is what I feel. I'm clairsentient, by the way. But the journey about to begin is the transmigration of the soul. According to Celtic belief, drawings of solar ships have been discovered on standing stones in Brittany and Ireland, which are identical to early Egyptian hieroglyphs denoting the cult of the dead. A belief in the immortality of the soul. Fascinating. Julius Caesar had dismissed the Celts as a semi-barbarous people, but he had been impressed by their Druids' knowledge of medicine and scholarly learning. He had been particularly fascinated to discover the Druids' view of death was similar to Pythagoras, and wrote, quote, "The principal point of the Druids' teaching is that the soul does not perish, and after death, it passes from one body into another," end quote. That's what Pythagoras said, okay. These few lines pick up the idea of the Death card, a transition of life rather than a physical death. Death is a disturbing card, however. It indicates having to suffer some kind of loss, which can be a devastating experience. The astrological sign of Scorpio, a water sign, is attributed to death, and the Druids identified it as the sign of the reed, a symbol of being submerged in water and yet retaining the ability to breathe is another significant comparison. If somebody was trying to drown you out, I'm getting this idea about like freezer spells. If you are represented by the water in a freezer spell, listen, Scorpio, you're a water sign. You might understand this. If somebody tries to freeze you out, what does water do? It's so amazing. It expands. One of the two figures waiting on the shore is King Arthur, and the lady holding the lamp represents the new dawn of Christianity. To the Celts, King Arthur represented an important time of transition in their own evolutionary journey. King Arthur was the first Christian king to the Celtic people, and his meeting with death is symbolic of a new golden age about to begin. It's your own phase, but you need to get rid of what's no longer serving you. Everybody has to do that. It's cyclical. Ancient Britain was considered by the Gauls and continental tribes to be a sacred burial place of the gods, and a place where gods still roamed on earth. A glimpse of the ghostly white cliffs and the sudden descent of mist which hovered over the dividing water was enough to keep intruding races away for several centuries. The Breton fishermen today still talk about the legend of ferrying their dead over to the shores of Alba Longa, the name of ancient Britain. How dark. So they were really ferrying their dead over the water. My God. They had runes on the boats. This is dark. The mysterious figurehead of the boat is the Celtic god Janus, the god of the underworld, whose role was as both a guardian and initiator of death. The mermaid figure swimming alongside the boat is reminiscent of the Lady of the Lake as she raises her arm to greet Arthur. Her presence perhaps defines something of the mystical element of death. That is our death card. My goodness. And I'm seeing the incense. Wow. Well, let's get wisdom of the oracle. Palo Santo for us, okay? Let's clear the air. So when death is approximating, we have to be ready to transform. It's a beautiful transition, okay? I just feel that way. Even though it's a dark card, life tends to get dark sometimes. I just see an expansion. Okay. I think I just feel like anything or anyone trying to freeze you out or put a stop, a damper to your forward success, it literally just made you expand. It's making you expand and take over. Wow. Let's get a wisdom of the oracle. A higher power is watching over you. Let's read it. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. I'm getting this idea about making sure that you are releasing tension in your body. So there's a spiritual connection with some other people. You're going through a transformation. This is very spiritual. This is very deep psyche waters, of the subconscious. Exercise, walk, do self-massage, stay also in your body. You're in your upper chakras. You're also being worked on by a higher power. You're shifting, being brought close to someone or some people, some tribe, something that is for you. You're super blessed. You're going through a transformation and you need to stay connected to your own body. Okay? Wow, that's beautiful. Let's just look at the protection message. Now is the time to examine what you are giving where you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations about money or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. No, thank you. Get it back, okay? But you want Spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Get back into your body to remember your sacred partnership, 10:11 on the clock. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. Okay? Let the dead bury their dead. This is what I'm hearing. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. Live for today. I love you, babes. Bye.